How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today I've got something a bit different for you all. Now, a while back, two of my very loyal subscribers, AwesomeMade22 and Chief Dean, predicted what my abilities could be if I was a hero in Star Wars Battlefront. So as well as predicting my abilities, they also predicted what trait I would have, and Dean also said what weapon I would use in the game. So in today's video, I'm going to be picking the 3 abilities I would choose from both of their suggestions and also the trait I would have as well. Now let's start off with Chief Dean, who tweeted me this photo. Now he did have some help with the design of the last ability from that JamesJ67, who is also another fellow subscriber of mine, so I'm going to leave a link to both of their channels in the description, as well as AwesomeMade's channel, so be sure to go and check them all out. Now, Dean says that my weapon should be the TL50, and that makes sense, to be honest, and it also is crucial to the first ability. So my first ability is called Secondary Fire Guy, and this is where my TL50 becomes a grenade launcher with high damage and low cooldown. Secondly, we have Cousin. This is where I deploy my cousin to do impressions, and the enemies do the laugh emote. For any of you who watch my streams when my cousin has been in them, you will know exactly what this ability is about. The third ability is called Crown. This is where all allies get 70% damage resistance. And finishing things off for Dean's prediction, we have the trait, which is called the 108 Army, which gives a damage boost to all nearby allies. Okay, so moving on to AwesomeMade's prediction for my abilities, and the image you can see on screen right now was actually designed by Chief Dean, who designed and predicted the last set of abilities. Now moving on to the first ability, we have Fire Fleet, which is where I summon bodyguards made of fire. Now that sounds pretty cool. Moving on to ability number 2, we have Rage Mode. This is where for 30 seconds all my melees will be a one-shot kill. The final ability is called Clip Catastrophe. This is where I find the craziest clips submitted to me and I play them in front of the enemies, which confuses and hypnotizes the enemies and inverts their controls. Moving on to the trait AwesomeMade predicted, he's calling this one Feel the Burn. This is where I will build up my fire and burst it out, multiplying my damage. At trait level 1, my damage will be multiplied by times 1.5, at trait level 2, times 2, and trait level 3, times 2.5. Okay, so you've heard what both of them think. Now I'm going to decide on what 3 abilities I would pick and also the trait. So the first 2 abilities I've chosen are both from Chief Dean. These are the Secondary Fire Guy and Cousin abilities. The reason I've chose these is because firstly I love using the TL50, so any way it can become more overpowered, I will definitely not refuse. Also, being able to deploy my cousin onto the battlefront to do Star Wars impressions would just be so funny to see, so that's definitely got to be in there. For my final ability, I've picked AwesomeMade's Clip Catastrophe, as I think this will be a great way to get one of my series that I do on the channel involved, and being able to put a clip out there that can invert the controls of the enemies is just such a good ability to have. Now finally, for the trait, I'm going to pick the one AwesomeMade suggested, which is called Feel the Burn. Any way you can deal more damage to the enemies on the battlefront is always good, so I think I'd be stupid to refuse that ability. But that is about it for this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments section below. Did you prefer Chief Dean's abilities or AwesomeMade22's? And what did you think of my overall picks as well? I hope you enjoyed this different type of video. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you all next time.